Drew finally makes Ronnie's acquaintance, and Michael has another offer for Jacinda. Thursday, October 23, 2025. Today on General Hospital. Alexis meets with Willow, Chase is determined to prove Willow's innocence, and Lois makes progress with Gio. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. Chase joins Michael in the steam room, and naturally, they talk about Willow's guilt or innocence. Chase defends Willow, noting many people had access to Edward's gun, but Michael insists Willow did too. Michael tells the detective that Willow had gotten into the house undetected. Chase calls that an insane accusation, and Michael admits he never followed up on it as he had no proof. Chase argues the person most capable of shooting Drew is Michael, and he has the resources to protect himself. He says Willow is on her own, which is the definition of injustice. Chase storms out. At the Quartermain mansion, Ronnie meets Cody. They sit down, Ronnie serves him some cinnamon rolls she made, and asks him about Monica. Cody admits he didn't know her as well as everyone else, but Tracy became Monica's guard dog and mouthpiece and stood up to Drew for the family when Monica couldn't. Cody rants about how Drew has been attacking the family for months and even got Tracy arrested for drugging him. Ronnie blurts out, "Tracy drugged him, too." Cody doesn't know what happened at the tea party, but he knows for a fact that Tracy didn't drug Drew. Cody says everything Tracy does is to protect her family. Ronnie groans that when she left, Tracy took all the family memorabilia with her, but the movers left one box behind. Cody offers to take it to Tracy. Brooklyn drops by Lulu's to check on Tracy, who initially slams the door on her, but lets her in when Brooklyn refuses to stop making a ruckus. Tracy rails about Ronnie and that she didn't drug her, and wants to know why Brooklyn believes Ronnie over her. Brooklyn says she knows what her granny is capable of, and she just wants her to stop treating Ronnie like dirt. Tracy will consider being nicer to that woman, but she won't apologize for drugging Ronnie, as she didn't do it. And she won't pretend Monica left that woman the house. Brooklyn tells her granny to enjoy Lulu's home, surrounded by her relics. She says she'll always love her, that won't change, so call her anytime. Brooklyn then heads out. Gio arrives at Sunny's to see Lois, who has heard he's taken time off school and isn't playing music, and she's worried about him. Lois says music, Brooklyn, and Dante didn't betray him, she is the one who did that. So be angry at her. Gio hears her and doesn't want to be angry anymore, but is still trying to make sense of his life. Lois knows that it will take time to figure out how Dante and Brooklyn fit into his life. She cries, Dante never knew about him, and she's the one who convinced Brooklyn to give him up, which was the greatest sacrifice her daughter ever made. Gio doesn't know if he wants a relationship with them, but Lois asks him just to consider tearing down the walls he's put up because of her. Gio holds back tears and says her has to go meet friends. She asks him to keep his heart open to music and whatever else. Gio knows she never meant to hurt him and was trying to do the right thing. He asks how things are with Brooklyn, and Lois admits they aren't good. He hopes they can get back to being close someday. Gio takes off, and Lois then looks at Brooklyn's number in her phone. Across town, Brooklyn walks out of Lulu's place, her phone rings, and she sees it's her mom calling. Martin has lunch with Drew at Bobby's, and Drew lets him know he's hired Alexis as Willow's lawyer. He tells Martin that he's not dropping the restraining orders, but will not enforce them except for Danny's. He is keeping them in place, though, as leverage. Martin laughs that it's too bad Scout isn't going to get to meet her great-aunt Ronnie, given that Danny and Jason live with the Quartermains. Martin fills him in on Ronnie's emergence and that Monica left the estate to her, not Michael. Christina meets with Jacinda outside of Bobby's. She's worried things are moving quickly between Jacinda and her brother, and Michael is still very hurt over what happened with Willow. Jacinda insists nothing serious is going on between them, and she understands why she's so protective of Michael. Christina offers her a cup of coffee to thank her, so they head inside. Jacinda and Christina walk in and run right into Drew. Drew and Christina trade digs, and Drew warns her not to let her mouth mess up the deal he just made with her mother. As for Jacinda, he could still press charges against her for drugging him, but Jacinda continues the act that he hired her and did the drugs all on his own. Christina drags Jacinda out and offers to take her elsewhere, but Jacinda says she needs to take care of something. At Pentonville, Alexis meets with Willow, who learns she is her new lawyer. Alexis explains the deal she made with Drew in exchange for defending her. After some discussion, Willow agrees to accept Alexis' help. Willow insists she didn't shoot Drew, Michael did, and he is framing her. She just prays Drew remembers the night of the shooting. Alexis says that if he did, and he named Michael, the court would assume it was suspicious and that he was making it up to exonerate her. Alexis says they'll pick this up tomorrow, and Willow thanks her for taking the case. Later, Willow gets another visitor, and it's Chase. She's thrilled to see him and hugs him. At the bistro, Jacinda meets with Michael and tells him about her run-in with Drew. She explains his threatening to send the cops after her for drugging him, so she needs to disappear again. Brooklyn meets her mom at Sunny's but doesn't promise to stay. Alexis sits down with Christina at Bobby's, and Christina brings up Drew's cryptic comment about a deal. Before they get into that, Alexis tells her daughter that she's defending Willow. In Pentonville, Chase promises Willow that he will do whatever it takes to exonerate her, as someone has to do what's right by her. At the bistro, Michael warns Jacinda that running could cause her to become a suspect in Drew's shooting. As for their terrible alibi, which nobody believes, well, he has a solution. He's going to pay her to fall in love with him. Cody returns the forgotten box to Tracy at Lulu's, which is Alan's train set. When she rants about Ronnie, Cody notes she and Ronnie are a lot alike. They are both strong women who don't let anyone push them around. Ronnie is just nicer about it. Finally, Ronnie opens her front door to find Drew standing there. She tells him, "Thank you, but I have a nice relationship with the Lord." Drew tells her that's not why he's here because he can do something for her. On the next General Hospital, Jacinda suggests Michael find a new alibi, and Drew asks Ronnie to give him a chance to prove something to her. For more spoilers, check out Friday's spoiler gallery below.